Swift MT Bank Identifier Code, BIC. So what do we understand by the bank identifier code? So basically, this is the address for the financial institution or the bank that is recognized and used by Swift to send and receive messages. Okay, so for example, what we can see here in the screen is a bank identifier code, BIC, for the Barclays Bank. Okay, so you can see the first 4 characters will be the bank code. The subsequent character 5 and 6 is the country code. The subsequent character 7 and 8 is the location code, and subsequent character 9 to 12 or 9 to 11 is a bank branch code. So basically, any bank or financial institution that uses Swift would be assigned their own unique bank identifier code. Okay, so not just bank, also corporates that uses Swift, they'll also have their own BIC or bank identifier codes. So if for any reason they were to send a message that has the wrong BIC on it, such a message will be rejected by Swift. Swift MX distinguished names, DN. These are the equivalent of a BIC, bank identifier code for an MX message. The only difference is that with the Swift Interact, which is a service that the MX messages ISO 222 uses, has a different type of identifier used for the Swift Interact service, and that is the DNs, distinguished names. So these are unique to a bank or financial institution on the Swift network. So as you can see with the format, it usually starts with the OU equals XXX, which is the live branch, or XXX, and comma O equals BIC 8, which is the live BIC 8, comma O equals Swift, which is always equal to a Swift. Okay, so this identifier code or distinguished names in this instance has to exist on the Swift network and will be used by the financial institutions to send and receive messages using the Swift Interact service. So if they were to receive any message, it has to be routed using those DNs, otherwise such message would be rejected by Swift. Relationship Management Application, RMA. Relationship Management Application, RMA, is used to identify the message types or message categories a correspondent can send and receive. All right. So, for example, if I were to send a message to a friend of mine, we need to have an agreement on what type of messages we're allowed to exchange with each other using the Swift network. So that's basically how RMA fits in to Swift. So looking at the diagram below, you can see the relationships between Bank A, Bank B, and Bank C. All right, so Bank A, as you can see, they are exchanging the MT101 and MT103. Bank B, as you can see, they would exchange the MT103, MT202. So Bank B, for example, can also exchange 101 and 103 with Bank A. Same as the Bank C, could also exchange the MT103 and MT202 with Bank B. You can see the relationship within those banks, okay? And then Bank C could also send an MT101 and MT103 with Bank A, all right? And then simultaneously, Bank A could also receive an MT103 and an MT202 from Bank B, and Bank A could also receive an MT103 and MT201 from Bank C. If they were to receive any messages that is not specified in the RMA, such messages will be rejected by Swift because they don't have that RMA in place. All right, so that's how RMA works.